Welcome. It is week 22 of Meets What's Menopause. I'm Joe Gleason, Midwestern man, and with me is my beautiful co-host and partner, Kirsty, the Brit Chick. So here we are again, week 22. After a week of adventure, the adventure continues with tech difficulties. So rather than horsing around, we're just going to do the same view as we ended the show last week. So we're going to make this work. It's a little tight, but hopefully you guys can hear us okay. If you give us a thumbs up, if you can hear everything okay, we can adjust the mic a little bit since we're sitting a little further back than we normally do. But welcome to the show.
Thank you. We are right here. Yeah. Maybe if we lean forwards a bit. Can you guys hear us okay? Can you just let us know in the comments? Rob says, okay, cool. Yeah, we're squished like sharing. We've got one cheek on each chair. One cheek each on a chair is what I'm trying to say. We're just trying to like.
It's like being in an outhouse, you know?
Is it?
Using an outhouse.
Sharing the toilet.
Sitting sideways, shitting. Yeah. See what I did there?
Yes, I did. Yep, shitting in there. Got it.
All good from Ohio. Sounds good. So you're traveling, huh, Brad? Out in the. That's enemy territory for a Michigander, isn't it? Ohio's that's like in Illinois and going to Wisconsin. So,
how was your garage sale? That's what you were doing last week, wasn't it? The garage sale, getting ready for that. You had to disappear. So did that all go well? What else do we have going? I'm just going to squish up with you. You can move over a bit if you want. I feel like you.
But like you move opposite, like on the screen.
Mm-hmm. That's because it's reversed.
It's like reversed. So I feel like to get on the screen more, I got to lean that way. But that's just, hey, listen, I gotta go. You know, I'm the invisible man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes, it is hot in Arizona. Holy God, it's just been a hot mess week. Lots of sweating going on for lots of different reasons. Not just meat sweat, it's not just menopause, but God-forsaken sweating to death.
Robert knows all about that. He was with us for half of it. So that's not what you guys might be thinking. It
wasn't the throuple.
It's not offensive around. It's not like the throuple hasn't been replaced. You're good.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Joe hasn't had butt cheeks together in a long time. That's not true.
What are you talking about?
Robert made the comment, not me.
Well, how do you know it's not true?
Okay, fine. You have a secret life I don't know about.
Perhaps.
Brad says the girls made some. Well, that's good. Good. At least it wasn't 109 degrees for you. I doubt. Hey.
Very good.
There we go. Are you able to see the comments? Okay.
It's very difficult. So yes. This is a lot brighter than I'm used to.
Yes.
So I've got to adjust. Future's so bright, I got to wear shades. Just getting used to my new setup here, gang. So, but yeah, how's everyone's week gone? Everyone good? You have any tidbits, nuggets, and pearls of wisdom that you can share and contribute? Last week, I think when we left the show, we were talking about as a topic for this week, famous people that you've met, kind of what the situation was. Were they cool? Were they assholes? Was it like your bucket list? Like I got to meet, my favorite person, or was it just kind of like a random happenstance? So why don't you start? Share your.
I don't even know where to start. To be honest, I don't. I'm just saying. So, I think this came up because we were talking about the fact that I remember talking about how I used to work in a restaurant in London. It was at TGI Fridays, and it was right where, in the area where all of the local football teams, pop stars, and actors would hang out. Because I've been a photographer most of my life, and one of the things I used to do when working in restaurants in that area was I used to shoot portfolios because it was lots of out of work singers, models, actors, dancers. So I was always doing their pictures because all those people needed that stuff. So I did get to meet lots of famous people. And shoot their pictures as well. But I'm trying to think of a good story.
It's very nebulous. I want names. I want more details.
Well, you won't know all of them.
The guy from Aha?
No. that was my dream as a teenager, Morton Harkett, but no, that never happened. I never got to meet him. Who have I? I'm just trying to think of all the different people that I've met. As a photographer, you get to meet a lot of people. In Canada, I got to meet a lot of the prime ministers, the provincial leaders of the provinces. But again, it's not really relevant to you because everything I've done has been in Canada. And
you met
England.
Sarah McLachlan. Like, I think people know that. Whether it's the dog rescue, I will remember you with the little sad dogs, where everyone knows who Sarah McLachlan is, right?
I honestly don't know, because I often think that a lot of people I know, like in pop culture, but we don't, just because of the different countries. We all assume that everyone knows everyone, but we don't.
So that's why the backstory, like, people this can be a learning experience too. So
if you know anything about Tottenham or Man United or Arsenal football clubs, soccer clubs as you call them here, then I met a lot of the players from those. Who else? There was a lot of TV people, but again, I don't think you know any of them.
Well, then they must not be that famous.
Well, they are in England and in Canada, but not. I'm trying to think who you'd actually know.
Brett, did you meet Elton John, or are you asking if he met Elton John? Because it's a question mark. And if you met Elton John, that's pretty damn cool. Yeah.
I found out that I don't know if I ever told this story before. It was back in England, and I had a bit of an emergency healthcare issue, and so my company, because I had private healthcare with them, just said, right, just use this card or whatever, and go get yourself sorted, and it'll all be taken care of. So before I knew it, I was going to see a consultant in Harley Street. So again, if you know London, Harley Street is where all the wealthy rich people go to hospitals. It's like a very posh street, and all these private clinics are there and everything like that. So I was like, ooh, this is a bit, it's private healthcare. I have to go to Harley Street. And I go for an interview, well, not an interview, a consult. It's a gynecology thing. And I had to go to a consult with this doctor. And we're sitting there talking about, obviously, like gynecology stuff, which isn't fun at all. And I'm sitting there, and all the time I'm staring at him. I'm thinking, I know you from somewhere. I know you from somewhere. And I'm staring at him, and it probably looked like I totally had the hots for him, because I'm just like, I know you. And I'm like, why do I know you? And I couldn't think. And I'm thinking, well, did I go to school with you? Are you a friend of a friend? It wasn't ringing any bells at all. So at the end of it, I said to him, I feel like I know you from somewhere. So I said that. I was like, did we go to school together? Like, who do you know? And we went through this whole thing about me trying to guess how we would know each other. And he's like, no, I don't think so. So when I left, I went home. And
did you go to medical school?
No.
Oh.
I was thinking like
grade school.
And anyway, it turns out I was absolutely horrified for two reasons. Number one, he had been in the newspapers all over England for the last 2 or 3 years, because he was dating a television presenter on the television who was really famous. She was like a private investigator type person, and he was engaged to her. Well, she got shot and killed.
Ooh.
And so it was all news, and it was all him. And it was like,
you're that guy.
I've been seeing him in the news, and I was like, oh my God. And he said, no, I don't know you.
He's like the OJ of England.
Yeah, it was exactly like that. It was like the OJ Simpson type of.
Did he murder her?
Right. And
if the glove don't fit, quit.
It was that bad, because everybody was like in shock, horror. It was like Princess Diana dying, because she actually looked like Princess Diana, and it was a whole thing. They were always compared. Well, he was her fiance, and I had no friggin' idea. And I'm sitting there going, I swear I know you from somewhere. And he's like, no, I don't think so. And I was like, what an idiot. So I felt really stupid about that. But,
does England have a TMZ that was like running this like every night? You're like, tonight on TMZ.
It was called Crime Watch. So if there's anyone English on here, you know the show Crime Watch. It was always like the weekly show about, who's committing a crime and look out for them. And here's the emergency number you got to call if you want to, get somebody in there or whatever. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm horrified about that, like just mortified. And then the other thing was when I actually started doing research on him, what I then found out where he was actually the Queen's gynecologist and Princess Diana's gynecologist.
I have
and
questions.
Princess Kate's so he's seen all of our hoo-hoos.
I thought the Queen was a lizard.
Well, she might well be.
Lizards don't have.
Well, they have. I don't know. Well, whatever it is, he's involved in it. And delivered all the children, and he's the one who's doing my hoo-ha surgery. So that's my little claim to fame. So that was fun.
So you met somebody who met somebody famous. You're like the 1 degree of separation from somebody famous.
Famous. He was all over the news.
He was infamous.
Oh my god, it was so embarrassing. Anyway, so that's one story. I won't take over the whole show.
What's up, Dan? What's up, Ben? Hey, what we're talking about, kind of where we left off last week, is have you met anyone famous? And then share some of the context. Share who they were, where you were, if that's relevant, and just kind of see where that goes. I met for baseball fans. I met Ernie Banks. I was at a conference in Chicago downtown. And the conference was at a big high-rise hotel in downtown Chicago. And I just happened to leave the conference to go back to the room. And while I was walking through the lobby to get to the elevator, there's Ernie Banks, who, for those of you who may not love baseball, or specifically Chicago Cubs baseball, his nickname is Mr. Cub. He's the guy that was just kind of the only thing going for much of the 60s and 70s. He was their first African American player, so he broke the color barrier for the Cubs. And so I met him, and I was like, this, as a huge Cub fan, I'm like, this guy is like, like a Hall of Famer, like super cool dude. Like, and I was like, just walking through, right? And I'm like, I'm sorry to bother you. I just wanted to shake your hand and say, I respect your career or something like that. Try not to fanboy too much, right? And so he shook my hand, and this would have been probably in the early 2010s, and so he probably was he's passed away now, but he probably was in his late 70s or even 80s at the time. I wouldn't know for sure, but what struck me was this man had like the strongest death grip handshake I've probably ever had. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm sure it has to do with swinging bats and bat strength and stuff, but super, super cool dude though. So that's one famous person I've met. And it just happened to be one of my all-time favorite, people, like sports-wise. So yeah, cool.
So Rob saying, been in the room with famous people. Oh, you just gone. I'm just trying to read that.
I can't read these. You got this little, I got mine set up with bigger fonts. All right, so Dan met Adam Sandler on a golf course. Get in the hole, ball. Go to your hole. Did he talk like Happy Gilmore? You too good for your hole.
Right.
The best part of that movie was the big tall guy. He had a T-shirt that said, "Guns don't kill people, I kill people." And then he bent the golf club. Anyone that's seen Happy Gilmore, you'd know what I'm talking about. Great movie.
Martha met Keanu Reeves in an airplane, but she didn't want to take a picture, Gab said. Wow, I didn't know that one. Vince, Ernie probably told all his friends the story about how he met you. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I would think so. I mean, that makes sense, right? Yeah, right. That's right. Martha went to high school with Tiger Woods.
There we go.
And so always give her a hard time about like, oh, you went to prom with him? That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, man. Do you know who Kim Wilde is? We're the kids in America.
Yeah.
Well, that song. I went to school with her.
Did you meet her?
Yes, she was in the year above me. No, 2 years above me.
Did you meet her?
And Fox.
Fox? Oh, man, the Fox. What are those tabloids that are like the Inquirer here in England that Samantha Fox?
The Sun and the News of the World.
And so in England,
Page 3.
In England, like this is off topic, but they have like a tabloid that's like a Playboy magazine. It's like you pay like that. It's got like
it's a regular
newspaper, but it's like you just page. What is it?
It's called Page 3. And it's a regular standard newspaper like any other one, but I guess it's like the National Enquirer kind of smut gossip thing, but it's like every working class person buys a copy of the Sun newspaper, because on page 3 are the page 3 girls. It's basically a girl with their tits out. It's like naked. That's what you see on page 3, and then the rest of it's just regular news.
Is that how your gynecologist referred to breasts? Tits?
That's how I grew up with. He wasn't looking at my tits. It was the other end.
Right.
But otherwise, it would have been a problem. But yeah, so
Samantha Fox, did you meet her too?
no, I didn't meet Samantha.
So she's got another 1 degree of separation with Simon Le Bon. You want to tell everyone about the guy from Duran Duran?
My friend, I can't name names. My friend at school, I think she was probably around 18 at the time and went out clubbing. That's when he was married to Yasmin Le Bon. I think he still is. Anyway, she made out with him that night. And then I had another friend who was a housemate who was... I should probably never be talking about this, but it was in the national news. So I'm just going to say it. And if she watches it, then she's probably going to laugh about it, but I won't say who it was. People that know. Yes, we had Ian Wright. If you know who Ian Wright is in England, he's a household name. He was an Arsenal soccer star. Not anymore. But he was like
that'd be a long career.
Super famous at the time. And I was unaware that he was sleeping with my housemate until
what was your housemate's name? What was his name? Was it you?
He wasn't. No, my housemate was female.
Oh.
She was sleeping with Ian Wright, having an affair. He was married with kids. And I knew he used to come in. I knew she had a thing for him because all the footballers used to come in to where I worked. But I didn't realize what was going on until the Sunday when the News of the World newspaper, that's like the Sun comes out during the week with the page 3 girls. But then on the Sunday, it's like the big revelation. And so there's another page 3 on there. But, and so every Sunday there would be like this crazy gossip that would happen in the Sunday newspapers. And this one was about my housemate exposing this affair with him, and there's a picture of her like all like posing in my fucking living room that I took the photo.
You just wanted the royalties. You didn't give a shit about exposing the affair.
What the hell? I was like, this is my house, and I took this picture, and it's in this national newspaper, and I was like, what the hell? And so then they'd gone and stalked her and everything, and I said, well, you had to have given up because she was making out that she didn't know about it, and that she was sabotaged and everything. I'm like, I took the photo, and then we didn't have digital pictures. It was like literally a printed photograph. So obviously she'd taken that picture and given it, so I knew, so I was pissed. So anyway, I called the Sun and all the News of the World, and I said, hey, that's my photograph. And I told them everything, and they said, oh, how much do you want? And I was like, and I had no idea. And they said, we'll give you £3,000 So I was like, okay. And so I just
£3,000
gave me £3,000
back then
for using my photo, which they didn't have permission to use because it was my photo. I was a photographer. And I went and told everybody. They're like, you're an idiot. You should have held out and gone, no, 20 grand. They would have given it to you because they could have got into serious trouble back then like for using things like that. Yeah, totally.
I'd blame it on AI.
But, now, so that was kind of wild.
Yeah.
And I met him, obviously.
Sure. You're in the middle of a controversy again. Scandals everywhere.
Oh, God. I was like, oh, this is happening on my couch. I had no idea.
I don't even want to know anything more. So Vince met Jack Canfield. That was done in Belize, right? He's a best-selling author. Yeah, good dude.
Didn't you write a book with him?
I guess I met Jack Canfield too. But I'm not trying to one-up Vince. Come on.
No, I know, but it's funny. I just like to talk about your.
I'm a best-selling author, Jack Canfield. So and then, what's up, Stephen? I got to meet David Copperfield in the '80s.
Oh, cool.
So, what did he do tricks? Like, what happened? I inquiring minds want to know. Like, what was this? Was it like a school assembly or something?
David, that's really cool. In elementary school, was he doing it? Is that like before he made it? Was he like doing a tour? Because now I think about this.
David Copperfield was famous back then. Like, he's been famous for a long time.
Yeah, but what was he doing in an elementary school?
Probably magic, if I'm guessing.
But why would he doing the schools? That's what I'm saying. Was that him like building his credibility?
He's giving back to the kids.
All right, okay.
He made Robert. Did Robert have to do a trick? Like, Robert, come to the stage.
Disappear. Dick Abbey with the invisible cloak.
Oh yeah, we did that trick with Gabby where we did the blanket. It was a trick my kids did where she thought she disappeared. Apparently, we were test subjects for material. Here, I'll just put it up. One sec. They were Stephen saying that apparently they were test subjects for material he'd eventually go and use. Like, so
That sounds really dodgy. Come here, little boy.
If these kids get burned, you know, like, hey, it's just acid. Get
Who
over
wants
it.
to see puppies in my car?
Uh,
You missed one up there. Go down a bit.
it's hang on. It's Gary.
Who's mayonnaise on an escalator?
I don't. Oh, Sandra Bullock met me. Oh, nice. Tony met Sandra Bullock. No, he didn't, because he got. That's a long story. So, did you ever actually meet Sandra Bullock, Vince? I know you had a college crush on her back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Who is? I want to know who that is. Who's mayonnaise on an escalator? That's not Joey, is it?
Card tricks. All you got was card tricks, Steven? That seems like you bring in David Copperfield, one of the most famous magicians, and all we got for you kids is card tricks.
I told you, he was probably learning his stuff. He was probably doing the rounds.
Yeah, but I want to see like people disappear. You know,
but he's in high school.
It's David Copperfield. You want more than something you could see from any street magician.
Are you
I'm mad for Steven. He had an opportunity.
But he might not have been famous yet, like really big, not doing the big things. That might have been, like you say, he's practicing tricks.
I'm going to look up his career. And if his fame.
When would you have been at school, Stephen? Like what year?
They graduated high school. Hang on, let me think here. You graduated like in '96. Hopefully, I'm not like revealing too much information. So he would have been in high school in the early to mid '90s, and so I'm pretty sure David Copperfield was well known by then.
Was he?
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
96. Yeah. Okay, 96. So I'm just saying, like that sounds like a small gig.
It is a small gig. That's what I'm telling you. Here's a world famous musician. I keep saying musician. Magician.
Have some more wine.
No, I barely even started. I'm just sleep deprived. We'll get to that later. Yeah, I guess I met the guitarist from the Steve Miller Band.
Yes.
I did.
I know.
He wrote
I know
Fly Like an Eagle and What's Time Keeps On Slipping. He wrote that song. I was buddies with him for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool dude. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Anyway, so I met a musician and a baseball player. I slapped high fives. Vince, you were there. I slapped high fives with Michael Anthony from Van Halen, the bass player from Van Halen. We were at the Cabo Wabo Cantina in Mexico for Sammy's birthday bash. And Sammy and the gang, the band all came in and just happened to slap high fives with Michael Anthony. It wasn't an official meeting. He probably doesn't remember it, but it was cool. Yeah, it was cool. What else?
I met the Green Cross Code man, and when I told you that, you went, I know him. He's in that movie. Do you remember me telling you about that in school?
Yeah, because the guy who he played Darth Vader, David Prowse, the guy who was in the Darth Vader suit, he was that guy. So you met the guy who played Darth Vader.
Yeah, he was at my school.
Is he like super tall?
Yes.
Yeah.
And blonde. I've showed you. He was the Green Cross Code man. That was the guy that told you, you must listen before you cross the road. And he wore a white suit with the Green Cross on. He's always remember the Green Cross Code. I didn't know that was him.
Then he went Sith. Now he's Darth Vader.
I met Big Daddy. Do you remember Big Daddy, the
Good
wrestler?
Lord. No.
Shirley Crabtree. That's his actual name.
I
Big fat guy in a leotard.
Oh.
He was at my school as well. We used to get all the weirdos.
Don't talk about what I wore to the beach over the weekend.
All the pedophiles, Jimmy Savile and Rolf Harris, all them. Unfortunately, I met all of them. It's kind of weird how it happened. But.
So it is funny. Robert doesn't claim to have met David Copperfield. His twin brother did, but Robert didn't, and now we know why.
He made him disappear.
No, he was ditching school that day. Oh man, Steven, that's classic. Yeah, you got to meet him, but Robert didn't.
So Steven's saying it was 1987, right? That's when you met David Copperfield.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just looking at the timeline of David Copperfield here.
Good Lord.
It said, no, I'm intrigued by this. It says, by then he was already a household name. He was America's foremost illusionist.
And all he had for you guys was card tricks. Yeah.
And so he'd pulled off the monumental disappearance of the Statue of Liberty. He'd levitated over the Grand Canyon. He walked through the Great Wall of China. And in 1987, the magic of David Copperfield escaped from Alcatraz, where he successfully staged a death-defying escape from the infamous maximum security prison. And yet he was in your school practicing card tricks on 9-year-olds. Are you sure it was David Copperfield? Are you sure it wasn't someone pretending, like a fake David Copperfield?
It's a doppelganger.
Like, something weird was going on about him being in a school.
And all he had for him, what I'm more pissed about is if it was him,
was he one of those creepy child molesters?
Maybe.
That's why he was in the school.
He's a trafficker.
Exactly. It's like, it was kind of wild.
Oh, you got to meet Joe Torre?
Who's that?
He was the manager of the Yankees during their dynasty run.
Okay.
He was the manager of the St. Louis Cardinals for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's he's an administrator, but really one of the all-time great managers. And Steven's a Yankees fan, so that must have been for you similar to me meeting Ernie Banks. So very cool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And he sent the good students. Yes, exactly. It's even more worrying.
Steven was the one that was. How do I say this tactfully? Because twins, there's a lot of there's stuff with twins, and so I want to be careful how I word this. But Steven was a little more successfully academic. He was so may have had opportunities. Well, Robert was maybe in detention or something. I don't know. Have you checked on Robert, Steven? He had a rough night on Saturday. We think he might have gotten roofied. So
actually,
yeah, do a wellness check on him.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Robert, can we talk about Saturday night and the booze cruise down in Mexico?
Or you can bring it up if you want before we do.
As soon as I get permission, we can go into it. Maybe that's next week's show. Heroin experiences on a booze cruise in Mexico. That's next week's topic.
I'm pretty sure I got roofied. Yeah. I think you did. We were on a party barge with about, 218-year-olds.
Nobody famous, to the best of my knowledge, was on this particular boat. Yeah. So it started off all innocent. We all got on and had a drink, and everyone was just kind of settling in, and we were headed out to go see, the spot where the sun sets and do all that stuff. And we were just having beer, out of a bottle. They were pouring the bottle of beer, and I was kind of going 1 for 1 with them. We weren't going crazy, and somewhere along the line, I think Robert did a shot with some kids. There was that younger group of kids. Well, I call them kids. They're probably in their early 30s or late 20s or something. I don't know.
Oh, they were younger than that. I don't think some of those were barely 18.
Anything under 40 looks like a kid to me. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So he just takes a shot, and then David Banner turned into the Hulk, and
yeah, it was wild. Because I couldn't understand, because you guys have been drinking the same. Even you had a shot, so it was just really weird, Robert. Unless you were secretly doing something we weren't seeing, but it was wild. You were just suddenly bam, just gone, and don't remember anything, right?
Oh, what happened, Steve? You feel like someone put icy hot on his butt cheek. That's next week's podcast, right? Yeah. So, but then this boat was not the one we normally go on. That's kind of more it's not as crazy. This one was a bunch of young kids, and it just went like in an instant. It kind of flipped from everyone's just having a nice time and having drinks to it was
an hour. Everyone was really quiet and well behaved and sitting around and talking, and all of a sudden, it literally, you just could have, it's like waving a magic wand, and everyone was completely shit-faced. They'd gone from being normal to out of it, including Robert, who was drinking the same as Joe.
But he had those other shots with the kids, and I did not do that part. So but usually a shot or two really doesn't, weird. I've had many nights of beverages with Robert, and we normally pretty much, can have the same tolerance. So I got your back on the roofie, dude, because that was something weird. There was something weird in that shot you must have taken, because And then they have these like wonky stairs. Like we were up on the second level, and the stairs they looked like my teeth when I was in grade school. They're all jacked, and like there was just like really, really wonky. And so it was a life threatening experience, I would argue, but
literally
still a good time.
It's 10 pitches next time we're hitting that goal.
Okay, this is the backstory to this.
Yeah, 10 pitches.
So we. Jackie and her husband Ben, Robert, and I met out at a local watering hole, and Jackie was with a friend, and Ben and Robert and I and when we sat down, Robert jokingly tells the server, they have like these like happy hour pitchers, and Robert's like, yeah, we're gonna order 10, and she was like, for real? I think we got to 7, but to be fair, it was 3 of us drinking, and they weren't full size pitchers. So anyway, good times. And Jackie, I'm down for it. Let's hit that goal next time. We failed, if you want to call it that. But we better have an Uber lined up just in case, right? So did we get to 8? Yeah, maybe we did. I don't know. But you were in better shape after those 8 pitchers than you were after a couple beers on that party barge. Yes. Very cool. Yep. Yeah. Very, very true. So yeah, it was good times. That's what I love about the podcast. Just sharing memories, sharing experiences, learning that David Copperfield is a complete scam artist to grade school kids. How dare you? I'm like, I don't know why I'm upset by this. Here's a world-renowned magician, and all you show up with is card tricks. That's really weird.
Kind of weird. He probably made a few young boys disappear. That was probably what happened.
Out to Epstein Island?
Yeah, exactly. That's what's really concerning. I'm like, well, how could you be this? I mean, unless you were a relative of someone, and they were like, hey, come to my school or something like that. That would be cool. But, like, I don't know. I find that really strange. A lot of things I find strange. Now I go and think back to them when I was young, and I think about memories that all seem completely normal. And now it's like, that's so sinister. Like... Can you think of shit like that?
No, I'm still trying to think of famous people that I've met. I met Donny Osmond once.
Oh, did you?
You guys know who that is?
Yes.
Donny and Marie. And then for you theater buffs that are out there, he was in Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat in Chicago for a long time. Part of the Osmonds. Famous for their efforts in Branson, Missouri, if I'm not mistaken.
We had the Osmonds too.
Okay, very cool. Yeah. I got to meet Donny Osmond, and this would have been in the late 80s or early 90s, sort of in his lull of fame. Wasn't doing so great. And the local radio station was doing on location throughout the area. They would broadcast live, and they'd bring a secret famous person. And Donny Osmond just happened to be in my hometown, which is 2,000 people. We only had one stoplight at the time. Didn't lock our doors. There wasn't a lot going on in that town in those days, other than the Turkey Testicle Festival that happened once a year, and the nuclear plant, which at any given moment could have caused some trouble, but never did. But Donny Osmond showed up one fine Friday morning, and we decided to skip school and go down and meet Donny Osmond at the WZOK radio event. Nice enough guy. Got to say hi. But that's my brush with greatness there. So another musician, 2 musicians and a sports guy.
I met an astronaut, Canadian. His name is Robert Thirsk. He had a school named after him.
Which, if it's like the moon landing.
Well, this is what was so interesting. So I was, again, photography, shooting an event where he was one of the speakers. And so he came down. And I was completely fascinated. I was like, I've got to know. I was like, because I had all these questions. But I was just a photographer, so I was taking photos. And he came up to me and said, you are not to take any photos of the images that I'm showing at this speech tonight. And I was like, why? He goes, because NASA won't allow it. I'm like, NASA won't or you won't? He goes, no. He goes, it's strictly prohibited that you take any photo that is of these images that I'm showing right now. So, of course, I took some. And asked him all these awkward questions, about is the Earth round or flat, and are there aliens, and all the things that nobody would ask. And it was fantastic. So I do have images. I do have pictures of. We'll do
a flat Earth episode one time, just to get everyone's blood boiling one way or another.
That was fun. Yeah, because he was a local guy in Canada to me. I didn't even realize that. So again, 6 degrees separation. He's a friend of a friend. So there's lots of people I know who are friends of friends who are super famous.
Yeah, very cool.
Like royalty.
Yep, very cool.
My dad met the Queen and the Prime Minister.
Well, your dad, her dad's business. Can we share this? I don't know.
He's retired now, but he was in. Yeah, met a lot of.
He was his business was involved. He invented technology that basically early Pixar and animation, like digital animation, Disney stuff. Yeah. So he met like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg and all those guys, and worked with them like on a first name basis. But don't bring up the Bee Gees, though.
Apparently, he rented his house from Sting.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, David Bowie, not Sting. David Bowie. I know. George Michael used to live around the corner from me, as did Boy George, like not literally around the corner, like I don't know, 15 minutes away.
That's cool.
So they were, but like I said, I lived in northwest London, and that's where everybody lived, along with all the weird sort of child molesting type things that were happening. It's really.
What's the guy that was the Queen's right?
Jimmy Savile.
Jimmy Savile.
Yes.
Yeah, creepy.
Yeah, that was. I don't know.
Too dark of a subject for tonight. We are sleep deprived and just enjoying air conditioning for the first time in 4 days. So So Robert got cussed out by Trinity from The Matrix, Carrie Moss, and so apparently you're not the one, or you were the one causing trouble, right? There is no spoon, Carrie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you do? You almost crashed into her in Hollywood. Well, I mean, that resonates.
I'm not surprised. I don't know.
Yeah. I was in a nightclub with the guy from who's the guy with all the tattoos that has the abs and stuff from Maroon 5?
Oh, Adam Levine. Adam Levine, is that his name? Adam Levine.
Yeah, I didn't meet him, but we were at some nightclub and we were all there because I was with the guy who was the guitarist from Steve Miller Band, and we got into some secret squirrel club that's at one of the hotels there, and he was there, and everyone's like, "Oh, Adam Levine's here." I'm like, the bar cleared. I'm like, I'm just gonna go order a drink. now the line's not as long, so
right.
Yeah.
I told you the story. Do you remember who's the band that sang "Groove Is in the House"? It was Lady Miss Keir who was "Groove Is in the House."
Oh man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I bet Jackie knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly the song you're talking about. Shoot.
I can't think of it. Yeah, her name was Lady Miss Keir. She was the lead singer. And I ended up on stage with her because I was out of my tree and didn't realize where I was. And I was actually trying to find my way through fog, thinking it was in a nightclub.
Did you get roofied that night?
No. There may have been other things at play, but I was with my friend and we were having the time of our lives, just exploring the nightclub. And we're holding hands, trying to hold each other up, and we're wandering around, and we came across these, like, you know how you have those, in nightclubs, they have, like, the rope, the gold bars and the rope barriers or whatever. And we find ourselves walking through these. There's this huge, big black guy. I remember he was, like, about 8 feet tall. That's how he seemed at that point. And he just was like this house that appeared in front of us. And we were like, oh, my God. And he goes, what are you doing? You can't come through here. And we're just like, oh, we're with... There you go. Who is it?
D-Light.
D-Light, that's right.
All right, I'll turn it off.
Thanks. Anyway, so he was like, you can't come through here. And we said, oh, it's okay. Like, we're going through, because we were just trying to find the toilet. The next thing you know, we're walking through and there's all this fog, like the dry ice. And we can hear the music and it starts playing. It's going doo 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 doo. And we're like, oh yeah, I love this song. So we start walking and we're dancing through this fog. And the next thing you know, all these people, it's like an audience in front of us, like thousands of people. And we come out the fog and they're like, yeah, everyone's screaming. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
This sounds like Adventures in Babysitting when like the babysitter chick is up on stage with the kids, and no one leaves you without singing the blues. Like that's like you.
We
right?
didn't know what was happening. So we're now on a stage, which is actually, and we didn't even realize D-Light were there, and D-Light were performing. She's behind us, and we come out. We're just like, woo! Like singing this song in the fog, and all these people are like screaming. We're in a gay nightclub, so you can imagine it's just like all these gay guys like.
That's the missing piece.
So we suddenly realized what was happening, and we're like, "Oh my god, we're on the stage!" And she comes out, she like starts singing her song behind us, and the bouncers were trying to get us off the stage. So we ended up stage diving and like flying through the crowd. It was awesome. So yeah, that's a good kind of thing.
So there's another connection to music, I guess. Right? Yeah.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah. So who else, guys? You guys get anyone else? Anything else? Anything else happened this week? Any adventures out there? Any good news? What's cooking?
What's that say? Sounds like a strip club. Is that where you met Big Daddy? When he's leotard. I thought that was your nickname, Vince.
I have comments, but I'm going to keep them to myself.
No, go on.
No, we'll leave that one alone.
Oh my god, no! I met Big Daddy at school, believe it or not. And I was like about 8, and he showed up in his leotard because he was. Do you know who Big Daddy is? Google him. Look up who Big Daddy. It just doesn't have the same name that Daddy has now or Big Daddy has now. He was literally a wrestler, big fat bald guy, giant belly, and he used to wear like a red. Like the old-fashioned 20s swimsuits, like the wrestling.
The ocean's over there. See?
And his name was actually Shirley Crabtree, which everybody would laugh about because he sounds like a woman, but he was like this big dude. So, yeah, that was hilarious. So,
what's up, Missy? Welcome to the show. Are you meeting anyone famous? Come on, share. We're all talking about people we've met that are famous.
Good to see you.
Who that you did some backstory, just kind of share your experience just for fun, or if you had something fun happen this week, or just kind of it's just open ended. So
yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think of other people. I know when we finish the podcast, I'm going to be like, oh damn it, I just remembered all these different people, right?
Yep. That's going to happen. I'm trying to think too. I met Ron Harper from the Chicago Bulls briefly at a nightclub in Vegas. Kind of a quick little, hey, like just, but he was on the Bulls' second three-peat, so that was kind of cool. There was a Bears tight end, Greg Olson, who I also met in Vegas, just bumped into him, said hi, but nothing super extensive, just kind of bumping into people.
I accidentally found myself in the changing rooms of the Calgary Stampeders footballers. Remember that?
Were we dating then?
No, it was when I first went.
Why would I remember it?
Because I told you about it. You were laughing about it. It was when I first went to Calgary, Canada, and I was trying to find work. And one of my dad's friends, he's a much older guy, but he's a sports reporter. He's been doing it his whole life. He does the Calgary Stampede. He does all the rodeos and football games and everything like that. And so he said to me, he goes, you're a photographer. He goes, why don't you come out with me? He goes, you can be my photographer. So he goes, just come with me. I'll be interviewing all the different sports stars. You can take pictures. He goes, and then you can start doing it. And that's how you can get in. So I was like, okay. So he said, all right. He said, meet me down at the stadium, which was the Calgary Stampeders. If anyone knows who they are, I don't think they're a big deal.
They're the Canadian Football League.
Yeah. And,
so they're legit professional players, but they're just not NFL level.
Right. And so he said, yeah, just meet me down there. He said, like, the game ends at this time. He goes, and I'll be in there interviewing the guy, like the after game press conference or whatever. He goes, so come with me and you can take photos of all of that. So I was like, okay, cool. So I go down. I had no idea. I'd never even been to a football stadium before. And I'm walking across the stadium because it's like kind of empty. And I'm like, hey, I'm looking for Arnie Jackson, who's the guy. And people are like, oh yeah, he's through that door. He'll be down there. So I was like, okay. So I didn't know. I just walked in the door and I've got all my camera and stuff ready. And I go in the door and unknown to me, it's the changing rooms, whatever you call it, the locker rooms. Is that what you call it? So I walk in and it's just all these dudes naked. And I'm like, what the hell? And they all just kind of like turn around. And they're like, what are you doing in here? And I'm like, with Arnie Jackson. Is he around here? And they're like, oh yeah, he's just interviewing right now. And I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So,
hey, buddy.
I'm standing going, oh my God. And so they're like, are you the photographer? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what are you here to do? And so I just realized that everyone's naked. I'm like, we're doing a Playboy calendar. I was just kind of like joked around about it. And they're like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. So they wanted to do test shots. So then of course everybody just starts playing around, and they're doing the whole like holding the towels over them and like doing all the, you know, hide and seek things. And I'm snapping away thinking this is hilarious, and everyone's joking around. And all of a sudden I guess it was the manager, just was like, hey, you're not supposed to be in here. You need to get out. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I said, I'm with Arnie. And he's like, oh, he's through there. So I go through there, and I'm walking into a press conference, which is on live TV right now. And I'm like, what's happening? With me just snapping away photos and everything. And I get home, and I was showing my dad like the photos. I was like, I don't know who anybody was. I just didn't know anything. And he goes, show me the pictures. So I show. He's like, what the hell? He's like, it was like
you got pictures of naked dudes in the locker room.
Some of them were like not totally like naked, but hiding around in towels and not dressed, and some were.
You can sell those to that magazine for $3,000.
I know. My dad's like, that's nuts. He goes, because I didn't know who anyone was, and he's pointing out, going, oh my God, that's whatever. And he goes, that's like, if you were in England, that would be like David Beckham. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, this happens to me a lot. It's the innocence of not knowing anything about where I am or who I'm with. It gives me the courage to go and take the photos that nobody else would. So that's my little claim to fame there too.
Yet another touch of greatness, right? Jackie met Cam Jordan, the New Orleans Saints football player. Cool dude.
Okay.
Cool dude.
I'm terrible.
I actually don't.
Know who anyone is.
That name sounds familiar. I don't know that I specifically know Cam Jordan. I'm not as dialed in with non-Bears players because I don't study the NFL probably like I do baseball. But cool. Yeah, very cool.
Jackie says, my mom went to school with Randy Johnson. Who's Randy Johnson? I don't know who.
Is it Randy Johnson, the pitcher, the like 6'8" pitcher from the Diamondbacks, the Mariners, like this dude, like he was a lefty, like badass, like Hall of Famer. Yeah, I didn't know he did. Interesting. I didn't know he was in Illinois. Your mom went to school in, I'm trying to think of the town you guys lived in. Not LaGrange. Anyway, I didn't know that Randy Johnson was from the Chicagoland area, but very cool. Yeah. Moving on. Does anybody know a good air conditioning person in Mexico?
Oh my God. Where is it? Oh, hang on. There's a whole conversation going on right now. He hit a bird playing against the A's. Joe, check the photo. Randy killed a bird with his pitch. Joe, it's Ben chatting. Joe is now... No, Ben is Jackie.
Oh, sorry, Ben. Yeah, you said that earlier. Yeah, Robert sent me a picture of him drinking from... So, for people that may not know, some of you do, but these are my company wine glasses. So, Robert thank you for supporting the cause, my friend.
Shameless pitch of Gleason Financial.
Sponsored by Gleason Financial Group. All of your financial needs are met. Yeah.
We have the professionals sitting right here.
That's right. And but that doesn't necessarily come off as the case here on Meat, Sweats, and Menopause. But I promise you, when it's game time, it's game time. Now back to you. Yeah. Oh man. Oh no way! This is okay. I think right now, Missy, so far, like you guys are crushing it. This is, your family's like dialing it all in. You got David Copperfield and Tiger Woods and all this stuff. But like this might be. I love Eddie Murphy. I think he's probably I'm gonna say he's probably the funniest former SNL cast member. I just think he's hilarious. I would love to meet Eddie Murphy. How cool is that? So. Yeah, that's very cool. Eddie Murphy, but he's like super short, right? Like it's always funny, like Prince. I just found out recently he's only like 5'2" or something. Yeah. It was like you see him on stage and they're like larger than life. You're like, not that height matters. It's just like you have him in your mind's eye of like like, oh, it's like this. And then it's like you're kind of like the dude from AC/DC, another dude that's like super.
I don't know who that is.
Ying. What's this? I'm gonna kick myself when I hear it. Anyway, back to Ben. Very cool. So Randy Johnson's from California, and if your mom's from kind of the same neck of woods that you were, like in San Francisco area, right? So very cool. Anyway, tons of cool people.
Ingrid, Rob says.
Ingrid.
Is that who you're trying to remember? No.
Oh, from AC/DC. That doesn't sound right.
Unless it was a. Are you trying to say agreed? And maybe it was a typo. And now we've got Ingrid.
I don't know.
We have some German lady watching here.
Unless he's answering, I asked a inserted question kind of randomly. If anyone knows a good AC person in Mexico, it might be Ingrid. Don't know. Ingrid, the AC expert in Rocky Point. Yeah. What is this? Rodney Dangerfield. That's super cool. He's funny too. I always thought he was hilarious. They get no respect, right? Like,
I have no idea who that is.
He's got the big buggy eyes from Caddyshack. Oh, he's like an American comedian icon. Well, yeah. We got to watch some. You're not a huge fan of American comedy, though.
No, I don't find it that funny. I just don't.
It's like British humor. It's taken me a while to like. Some of it just won't land. But so like. Okay, so like The Office, the show The Office, which we always do this right at the end of the hour. We find the new topic, right? So like British shows and American shows, we should do that sometime, like, right? So if anyone's ever seen the British Office or the English Office versus, and if you like the American version, like how do they compare? I love the American version. And because Kirsty translates the jokes for me, I also find that I love Ricky Gervais. He's the kind of Michael Scott of the English Office. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. But the pace of it, even the production of it, it's more of like a B movie versus the fuller production of the American version. But the comedy is there, and if you have someone that can translate the jokes, because I don't know what all the words mean. English people have so many words slang. For like, how many words do you have for penis? It's like insane. Like, so when they make these references, you're like, I don't even know what that is. They're like, oh, it's his dick, you know? I'm like, oh, well then that's funny. See, Vince thinks English comedy is terrible.
He's trying to bait me. You can read him like a book.
How dare you talk?
It's so predictable.
Yeah, you know, Vince, you got up to speed with Vince pretty fast. It only took you 7-8 years. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield is hilarious though, and so like he is funny. Yeah, just thought it sounded cool on that, Ben. Yeah, very cool. But yeah, British comedy has its place. So Ricky Gervais,
I would say without a doubt, he's the funniest person, I think. Like if you watch any of his shows on Netflix, they are just absolutely hilarious. But I don't know if they translate into American.
I think his stuff translate. I think his humor translates to American humor better than most other English comedians.
Yeah,
at least for me. And I love comedy. It's I used to watch Saturday Night Live every week, and then I would go to school. Andy Hess, if you ever watch this, my old buddy from high school, like we used to try to outdo each other on redoing the Saturday Night Live skits on Monday morning during the lunch hour. And I thought he was the funniest kid in school. And then I had the honor of my life when he told me that he thought I was the funniest kid of high school last year. And it was a mutual respect thing. So
if you don't really know much about Ricky Gervais and you haven't seen it, is it called Derek? Is that what it's called?
I wouldn't start with that one.
Isn't that the one I was...
That's the one where he's like, yeah, I wouldn't start with that one. Listen, we'll have to do the research. We'll get back to you. Follow the Meat Sweats Menopause page for more. You know?
No, it's absolutely hilarious. Hang on, I'm trying to look.
So British humor is just, it's. I think Americans tend to have more like
Afterlife.
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 Yeah. That one's good. Yeah.
Oh
that's
my God.
One.
But the Derek is
that's the one. I wouldn't start with that one.
Why? It's hilarious.
I know as a Brit you think that's funny, and it is funny, but you have to get up to altitude with it. You don't start with that.
It's about a guy that is a little bit Like,
this is what's going to start offending people. And so this is just the whole point. You're steering right into the curve of my point, which is British people laugh at other people's misery and like, and they're not being mean, as I understand it. It's just, but for Americans, it's almost like that's a little insulting. It's like, let's just laugh about it. She thinks it's hilarious. Like if someone wipes out on a slick of ice, and like falls on, and like she thinks it's hilarious. I'm like, oh my God, are they okay?
That's because I would laugh at myself if I did it. Like, we're very self-deprecating. So when someone, like, that's just it. Like, I think what it is like, if you're playing sport or doing anything and someone screws up, in England, everyone's like, oh, you fucking wanker, you're an idiot. Go home. And everyone's like laughing at you. But here it's like, hey, nice job, well tried. Just like, what's happening?
They're
like, no, they fucked up. They just like, everyone's just like yelling. And it's actually,
but they don't let the Brits go to soccer matches of the same team. But matches, pitches, whatever you guys have, and the same teams don't even teams of the, like, if you're at a soccer match in England, the two teams fans can't even sit in the same sections because they get into fights and go crazy. So I always thought British people were like, oh, would you pass the tea? Would you get some Grey Poupon and all this stuff? Like they're all proper and like civilized.
They are.
Nothing could be further
they
from
are
the truth.
until you offend them, and then you go to war. And it's really funny because the World Cup right now, I'm sure a lot of you are following the World Cup. And it's I said the chants, and you didn't know what I was saying. The CHANTS. You know, when you sing all the songs in, the crowds are like
the mantra,
or whatever. And their songs are so bad. Like they're
when
just like, they're like chant. All the C words, wanker words, like everybody's singing
it's
along.
Mostly about genitalia and how they.
It's so funny. You're out there all pumped up trying to play the game, and they'll find out what let's say the guy John Smith is playing. They're like, John Smith's a wanker. John is, whatever. And they're just like, it's all insults, and everyone just laughs. It's so funny. But that's what gets you going, right? Because now John Smith's going to play better to prove that he's not a wanker.
Well,
rather than have him go, oh, John is the best. It's like, no.
So that actually happened in baseball. The Chicago Cubs, my favorite team, has a player. His name's Pete Crow Armstrong. Everyone calls him PCA.
Mm-hmm.
He's a center fielder and had kind of a slow start to the season. They were down in St. Louis about a month ago, and that's the Cubs' big rival. And everyone in the outfield was chanting, overrated. And then he hit a home run right into the section of all these kids that were chanting it. And it was like the biggest, So I get it. Yeah. So, but yeah, Robert, you're exactly right. This whole like generational battle is funny. Jackie, I'd love to. You're a millennial, right, Jackie? Is that where you land? And then our kids are Gen Z. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
Gen X is the best. You guys, all of you, not as good. Gen X rocks. We raised ourselves. We're feral. We drank hose water. Raised on what's the shirt? Raised on neglect and hose water.
Yeah. Neglect for sure.
Yeah. Well, our parents were busy.
That's why we're the way we are.
That's why we are.
Yeah. Why are you the way you are, Joe?
Because I was playing on a farm with zero supervision as an 8. I was climbing up into haymows, which helicopter parents would never allow. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I was doing shit that probably shouldn't have been doing. I was riding the city bus when I was 7. Yeah. Yep, Ted Lasso. I've got to check that show out. This is like the third reference to Ted Lasso that I've heard in the last week. Mm-hmm. I just don't have the streaming platform that's on. It's on, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Apple TV or one of those. I don't have it. Right. But definitely hear good things. So, yeah. Missy, thanks for the support. Love that you're here, and glad we're meeting our goal, which is just to bring an hour of a little levity and silliness and nonsense to and to hang out with our friends. And so this means a lot. We get to be a couple of goofball wankers. Can I say that? Are we wankers? I don't know.
Joe is. I'm not.
What are you then? You're
wonderful.
Wait.
I'm
you just said
you're a wanker.
You just said Brits are very not defecating. What are you?
Defecating.
You're self-defecating.
No, that's Robert.
didn't do it. I'm like, what are you
Oh,
talking
who was
about?
that? You? No, so
This show is unhinged. It's after 7.
defecating. The
Our
word is
podcast is breaking
defecating.
up. Yeah.
Steve-O says I'm going to make like David Copperfield and disappear.
Yeah. Hey,
Don't go to the van with the puppies. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. Yeah. Steven, thanks for checking in, buddy. And hope to see you guys soon. Yeah. Thanks everyone for checking in. If you have any ideas for next week's show, shoot us a message. But look forward to seeing y'all next week. Thanks for putting up with our shenanigans and nonsense for another week. We've made it to 22 weeks into Menopause, so thanks for your support. Love y'all, and this was a fun one. Thanks so much.
And go check out Afterlife by Ricky Gervais on Netflix. It is just the best show ever. It's like funny, sad, hilarious, cruel.
Yeah.
It's all the feels.
It's
all
got
the
some
feels.
depth
You'll be
to it.
crying and laughing. It's
But he is
brilliant.
fun.
Absolutely brilliant. Afterlife. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. No, week.
Well, it'll be a week until
Hump day.
we do this again.
All
so
right.
Yeah. Take care. God bless.
Bye-bye.